Hi, and welcome to the Cumming Strength and Fitness Fitcast. I'm Jill, coach and owner of CS&F, and I'm here along with my team to take your fitness experience to a new level. In each episode, we'll bring you helpful conversations with our coaches, members, and guests to provide additional value to your gym experience and understanding to our mission at CS&F to change lives through fitness. Hope you enjoy the episode.
Well, everyone, welcome to the Cumming Strength and Fitness Fitcast. We are so excited for you guys to join us this morning. We have the one and only, not one and only, two and only, I guess, Jill and Hunter Thornton, the owners and coaches of Cumming Strength and Fitness. Guys, how are you doing today?
Doing good.
Pretty swell.
Pretty swell? Pretty good. Guys, today's episode, we are just going to dig into a little bit of the background of both you guys and the gym. Why did you start it? What was the mission? What was the vision behind it? And just give a little context to everybody that wants to hear it. So, Jill, let's kick us off with you. Where did you grow up? Give us a 60-second little biography of Jill Thornton, and then maybe how you met Hunter and how the paths intersected.
In 60 seconds? I can do it.
Maybe 90 seconds.
Okay, 90 seconds. That's good. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Jill, and I was born and raised in the huge town of Bogart, Georgia. You blink, you'll miss
huge.
it. I actually met Hunter my junior year of high school, and we started dating, or we met in middle school, started dating our junior year in high school, and haven't skipped a beat since then. So yeah, that's how we met, where we met. I had a sweet bowl cut, big ol' earrings. He literally couldn't resist me.
Hunter, was it love at first sight?
Yes, she did love me at first sight.
Totally. So born and raised there. I was a softball player my whole life. I played NCAA Division II at Kennesaw State. I was a catcher. After college, I could not find a good way to stay competitive, and I loved being competitive. It's just part of who I am. So I tried tennis. I tried boot camp. I tried all the things, and that's going to kind of segue right into how we found CrossFit and how that happened. But yeah, so Hunter and I met a long time ago. We have two kids, Kenzie and Ryder, 10 and 14, going on 24. Little dog Stella. We've lived here in Cumming for about 14 years now.
Yeah.
So yeah, is that good? Is that good on the background?
That was around 90 seconds,
Okay.
but we'll let it slide.
Okay, good.
Hunter, give us a little bit of background about you.
Similar to Jill, I grew up, I like to say Athens, sounds more refined than Bogart. But I grew up in Athens, Georgia, moved to South Carolina for a brief stint, came back, moved to Oconee County, which is where Jill and I both went to middle school and high school. We met 6th grade. She fell in love with me on the playground. I said, not yet. So we postponed that relationship until our junior year in high school. Like Jill, I played sports, played soccer. I was fortunate to be able to play in college. So yeah, I kind of had a similar competitive nature and loved being active and all that came with that. We also love community as well, being a part of teams, both of us for that matter. So we did bounce around. We did marathons. We did stuff at the Y. We kind of did all sorts of stuff. We can talk a little bit more into how we fell into CrossFit. But long story short was, yeah, we found something that was somewhat competitive. We could push ourselves. It was nice variety. And it's kind of where we came from, I guess you'd say.
Hunter, what was your first impression of Jill?
I don't know. I mean, because it was so far back. I would say first impression of Jill was like she was super personable, like always smiled, and was like kind of not the life of the party, but like brought energy to the environment she was in.
Yeah. Jill, what about Hunter?
He was hot. He was super cute.
Super cute.
He was opposite of me, very quiet, but also like in a cool, calm, collected way, as much as you can be in 6th grade.
Sure.
So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
You guys are still together, making it work. And you guys are not just marriage partners, you guys are business partners as well with Cumming Strength and Fitness. So back us up, let's say 7, 8, 9 years ago, you guys are in the Atlanta area. Talk to us about the vision. Hey, maybe we should start a box. Let's go up to Cumming. Like, walk us through the past 7 years and why you started the gym.
Yeah, do you want me to tackle that?
Yeah, it was your idea, so that sounds good.
I will live and die with that thought. Yeah, so got introduced to CrossFit back in, I think, 2006-ish, 2007.
When Kenzie was born. She was a baby.
Yeah, my brother, he lived down in Atlanta. We got introduced to CrossFit Atlanta. Dan McDougal, the owner, he was the first affiliate in Georgia. Long story short, we fell in that we moved up to Cumming once I think Kinsey was 1.5, maybe 2-ish. The concrete streets of Atlanta didn't make a lot of sense for family, so we moved up here. My dad lives up here too. So fast forward to that, I was doing kind of CrossFit out of the YMCA, and they were kind of looking at me like doing hang power cleans and burpees over the bar and everything like that. And so long story short, I found on so CrossFit used to have these message boards back in the day when message boards existed, I guess. I found out about a guy who was opening a gym here in town and reached out to him, and he had not opened the gym, so connected briefly with him and said, hey, I love CrossFit. I have a pretty decent background for the average person who probably doesn't know about it. Love to help, but kind of out of the gate, our whole plan was we probably wanted to start something because we loved it so much. And back then it was really kind of like a hobby, like you just kind of helped people get through it. And it was really just a fitness regime, if you will, or regimen. And so
because it was fairly new, like it wasn't what it was today.
No,
I mean,
not
not
at
many
all.
people knew about
Yeah,
CrossFit.
back then, I mean, at CrossFit Atlanta, literally there was a cigar box. You dropped in $100 and you came in and did the workouts, and you basically went to YouTube and learned how to power clean, overhead squat. There wasn't the formality that we experience today.
There just wasn't content on movement, so you taught
Sure.
yourself everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have some photos to back that up.
Oh, God.
Ooh, I like that. We got to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of the idea was, hey, we love it. We kind of had always worked side by side through the earlier part of our marriage. And so when we're doing this, it was like, why don't we just take what we're doing, share it with other people? We love community. We love the ability to pour into other people. And we viewed it as kind of like an outreach to our community to help improve it. So that's kind of our rough why back then. It certainly has evolved since then, but that was kind of why back then.
Jill,
Yeah.
do you have any
Yeah, I
pieces
mean-
to add?
Yeah, when he said, do you want to start a CrossFit gym? I was like, sure. Had no idea what it meant, what it looked like.
Yeah.
He had ran a business prior to this. I had never been in, entrepreneurship or business ownership, so I had no idea what we were getting into. I just thought we were going to have a great old time exercising with people every day, and honestly, that really is what it is. But yeah, had no expectations when we started it. Just rolled with it and did what we thought we were very passionate about. And
So the main mission of the gym, like the overarching ethic, the North Star of this place, is changing lives through fitness. Tell us what that means and how that has really integrated with the past 7 years with the members and what you guys do, what you don't do. How does that navigate your guys' route with the gym?
yeah, I mean, so every decision that is made surrounding Cumming Strength and Fitness is viewed through the lens of changing the lives through fitness. And if this decision doesn't impact that, we don't go with it. So our goal is to make sure that we can reach as many people in Forsyth County as we can possibly and get people fit, get people healthy. This year in particular, really important for people to be healthy and fit. And we just want to change people's lives. And we know that fitness is the main avenue that we use here, but there are other ways to change people's lives, to connect them to a community, to hold them accountable to their goals, to connect with them with a coach, and to have community events and things like that. So yes, fitness is our vehicle. It's our priority. But there are also other avenues in which you can impact lives here. And we just want it to be all encompassing and just to reach as many people as we can.
In that same vein of all encompassing, where someone from the outside looking in may be like, oh yeah, I might get fit or lose weight, but changing lives through fitness is more than just physical. I mean, they're getting part of a community, they're getting that relational component. They have more energy in the morning, throughout the day, they might have more mental clarity. Talk to us about some other benefits that may come as well through joining a gym like this.
Yeah, I mean, the whole premise and even in the mission, I mean, it very much is leading with the fitness. Most people come to us because they have a pain. I use the word pain. Like the pain being, hey, I need to lose weight, or I need more energy, or hey, I need more strength, or I have a aching back and I need to recruit more muscles in my back to support it. Things like that. Like, so that's why we say changing lives through fitness, because they come in the door with a fitness need because they look at us from the outside looking in as, you're a gym. So can you help solve my pain or my problem? But what we believe is the ultimate change happens both physically, mentally, and emotionally, and we can help facilitate that. We're not counselors. We're not going to get in and solve some of those things. But what we can do is we can provide you a pathway with a professional coach that can navigate those fitness goals. we can plug you into a community of humans that share very similar things you're experiencing, whether it be, families, raising kids, things like that, so you can bond and have that. And then the ability to share in the fitness journey just builds common bonds. I mean, you look at through whether it's military, team training, things like that, those bonds are developed through sharing experiences that truthfully are challenging, builds bonds. So the reason for our mission is very intentional, is we leverage fitness to help get people in the door, help make changes, and help them reach those goals that they individually have. But the goal long-term is to keep them plugged in, because we also know in the fitness world, most people are hopping from program to program, from shake solution to lose weight to the next vitamins and things like that, where we really want to provide a multi-year pathway of life change that can be sustainable, but also meaningful.
So right now we're sitting in the coach's office of the facility, but over the past 7 years, this gym hasn't really looked like this. The members hasn't looked like this. Community, the past 7-8 years has been quite a journey. Would you agree?
Yes.
Oh,
So looking back over the past 7-8 years, what's one thing that you're so grateful you did, you would do over, you would do the exact same way? And then what's another thing throughout this process you might have done a little bit differently?
I can tackle the front end one. I think I guess I would say it this way is, Jill and I in our marriage and other ways, we've always been very receptive to wisdom around us. And I think one of the smartest things we did early on was when we started opening up our own gym, we went out and solicited feedback from people further down the road. Dan at CrossFit Atlanta, other folks in the industry, and said, hey, teach us best practices. Largely one of those, which I really believed in personally, is, to set ourselves apart and be different, we need to kind of swim against the stream. And what I mean by that is, like, just because everyone else is doing this way doesn't mean it's the right way. So what we wanted to do out of the gate was bring on coaches, develop and train them to help take care of the members through developing professional coaches. So I was very grateful and would absolutely go down that pathway. Again, if I was starting another gym in a different city, different state, or other location, is, our staff really is the heartbeat, if you will, that pushes out the blood into the different areas of the business and makes it actually happen. So, I think that was the biggest thing that I would absolutely believe in, and I think that's what makes us different than a lot of other similar types of gyms or U.S. and other areas.
Yeah. And to answer the question on what we would have changed, we encompass that whole philosophy of a coach for life and training people one-on-one before we put them in a group environment. One thing I would have changed is to do that sooner. We didn't do that until about a year or a year and a half into opening our business. And I truly believe that, if we had opened and started that way, that would have been ideal. But we, you live and you learn. And we found that platform and that program later on. And we've kind of ridden that wave since we found it. And like Hunter said, super grateful for that. And just trying to find ways to be different and to do what we believe is the best way to onboard people into a program that can be challenging.
Let's say someone's listening right now that knows of Cumming Strength and Fitness, has some friends that go, but they aren't a member yet. But there's some sort of internal itching that they're like, maybe I should just try it out. Someone's listening, they're like, hey, maybe I should actually do this. What would you tell them? How would you encourage them to actually start?
Yeah. I think something that I learned, and I would say probably more recently than when we first opened, is it's maybe not for everybody. I think at the beginning I thought it was, and be like, what? You're going to do this instead? CrossFit's for everybody. And I do believe everyone can do it. But if somebody was wanting to get started, I would love to have a conversation with them about, what are you looking for? What does fitness look like to you? What are your long-term goals? Not just losing weight, but long-term, 5 years from now, where do you want to be? And just sit and talk with them about what are we trying to do here? Are we trying to uncover some, issue that we might have with our weight, with our image, with anything like that, our confidence? And just uncover what people are really looking for. Yeah, the 10 pounds would be amazing, but what's really under there? So just a conversation about that, and then kind of telling them how we do things. Our onboarding process, what's that going to look like? How long is it going to take for me to lose that weight? Is there going to be a coach in my corner the whole time? Yes to all of that. So, the way that we have it set up now is you're going to have an initial conversation with a coach to answer all those questions and to kind of walk you through step by step what it's going to look like.
And if someone is interested, they can actually go to cummingstrengthfitness.com on the website and actually sign up for a call right there.
Shameless plug, yes.
Exactly.
Sign up right there. 15-minute phone call. It's like 2 clicks.
2 clicks, 15-minute phone call on your way. Hunter, do you have anything to add?
No, I mean, I think we've been fortunate to be around for several years and learn a lot along the way, and I'm sure we'll continue to learn a ton. But to Jill's point, I mean, we look at fitness as very much as a journey, not a short-term destination. Unfortunately, media, and we won't go down that rabbit hole today, but media is looking for the quick plug solution, and we can help people get there quickly. There's not that's not an option, but we don't feel like that's the long-term solution.
Right.
Meaning, hey, how do we set you up for a lifestyle or a pattern of choices that will get you to your destination and not just get you there and then you fall off the wagon and you're looking for the next 6-week challenge or the next solution. But how do we set up habits, behaviors, and walk you through a process that gives you the ability to make this sustainable and meaningful and rewarding? And to Jill's point, and we'll absolutely tell you if you're not a good fit for us, because we don't want to waste time, and we certainly don't want to waste yours. And we have had those conversations from time to time. It's like, look, like, ma'am or sir, like, what you're looking for, it's not here, but here's a reference to someone that may have something that is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So I think it's equally important that we have learned who we are and who are not.
Yeah.
And being able to have that 15-minute call that Jill talks about, so we can uncover that. Because and I will say this too, like 90% of the people say I want to lose weight. It's not typically the 10 pounds. It's other things. It's confidence. It's being comfortable in who they are as a human and things like that. So we're not shying away from those opportunities to help people, again, changing their life. But
guys, that's excellent. Before we get into some fun questions like would you rather, to wrap us up, what would be one thing you would tell all the members of Cumming Strength and Fitness right now if they're listening?
Just how appreciative we are to everybody, because Cumming Strength and Fitness obviously would not exist without the coaches and the members. So we are here, and the magic that is here is 100% because of our membership and because of our coaches. And I think anyone that's a member here would agree that there is a magic that happens here. Our community is outstanding. We do things, to support our outside community, to support each other, and it's a phenomenal environment to be in. And I'm just grateful for that. That's what I would like to say. Like, thank you so much for the last 8 years of being here and being a part of this thing.
Yeah, I mean, and same exactly that. I mean, CS&F, Cumming Strength Fitness, doesn't exist if it weren't for our staff, first and foremost, to help lead the members that are here. But I would say, too, it's amazing to see the members support each other. Day in and day out, calling each other, supporting people, and we often talk about it internally as the community, and outsiders will never really understand the community until they experience it, because it is very intangible, meaning you can't like walk in the door and see it, but it is something you feel, and I would say 100% like that is the vibe, if you will, or the tangible feeling that you can feel inside the 4 walls of the building is because of the members. And their willingness to support each other side by side and build those bonds in classes and across the community that makes what we do so fun and rewarding and ultimately, hopefully, brings people back in the door day in and day out.
Yeah.
It's basically the definition of fit fam, the fit family. That's what it is.
#the fit fam.
Yeah.
I love it. Guys, I tell you this, and I say this when you're not around, that I've been doing this for almost a decade now, and Cumming Strength and Fitness is truly one of the best organizations, gyms, just family I've ever been a part of. And I know I've been here for a short time, but I truly do mean that. So if anyone is listening that just wants to give it a try, please reach out, because it is well worth it. So to end this episode, I just have a couple fun would you rathers, and I want you to explain why you answered it this way. Okay, I'll just give you maybe a handful of them. Hunter, this one's for you. Would you rather always be hungry or itchy?
What if he's both?
What if he already is
What
both?
if he is both?
I would probably rather be hungry because I like to eat.
Because you like to eat.
But you'd rather be hungry?
Yeah.
You're still going to gain the weight.
So I can still eat.
Yeah, but you eat and then you're not
You
not
didn't-
fulfilled.
You didn't clarify that. After the fact, so that was like a trick question.
There's an asterisk. Jill, would you rather travel 100 years in the past to meet your family or 100 years in the future to meet your family?
Future.
Future, why?
Grandkids. I want to see the grandkids, how they grow up.
Yeah, because you can always see pictures of 100 years in the past. You can't see pictures of the
Yeah.
future. That's a good one. All right, both of you, would you rather be sponsored by Nike or Reebok?
Peanut butter.
Jill says
Lucky
neither.
Charms.
Lucky Charms, and Hunter says what?
Well, Lucky Charms is understood. We basically are, even though we still pay for them. No, I would probably say Nike.
Nike.
Just kind of a
Nike.
everlasting brand.
Last one. Would you rather get $1,000 extra per month or $12,000 extra once a year?
Cash flow, $1,000.
Yeah? Why?
Just cash flow. Is more impactful. I mean, you can save it, interest,
Could use
compounding interest. Well,
You could use
We
it,
could
could spend
spend
it on Lucky Charms and peanut butter.
Was it Ben Franklin? Some guy said the magic of compounding interest. But yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer in cash flow.
The firm business mind right there. All right, last one. Here you go. Jill, would you rather have bad buck teeth or a bad underbite?
Shucks.
But
But you can't not have either. You have to have one or the
You have to
other.
have one or the other. Bad buck teeth or bad
Gosh.
underbite?
Ooh. I guess I'll go buck teeth.
Why?
You had your
Yeah,
Bad
I've had an underbite.
Really?
Yeah, it's something you don't know about me is I had to have like surgery to fix it. So I
You
guess I'll
never
go.
know.
Yeah. Well, they broke my jaw, took bone out, and screwed it back together. I have 2 screws on each side of my
Oh
face.
my gosh. Fun fact with Jill
Fun
Thornton right
facts.
there.
Fun facts. So I guess I'd try the buck teeth.
Tried the other one.
cover it all.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Well, Hunter, Jill, truly from the whole community, on behalf of the coaches, thank you so much for the past 7-8 years. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for just caring for us so well, and we look forward to the next 7-8 years under your guys' leadership. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to the podcast, and we will see you in the next episode. Have a good one.
Thanks, guys.
guys.
Fit fam for
Bye.
life. Thank you for joining us today, friends. We hope you enjoyed this conversation and gained a greater understanding of the mission and vision of the CS&F community. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram under Cumming Strength and Fitness or hit us up on cummingstrengthandfitness.com. See you next time.